Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think it was yesterday when I saw some posts, messages, on tweets, on Twitter, obviously, and claiming that actually the Wagner group moved their forces from the Ukrainian front, supposedly north of Kiev in Belarus, and all this was a subvertive operation and all that. I don't think it was, but you never know, and it's not impossible whatsoever. And today I read an article coming from the friends from Daily Beast claiming the same thing, that actually the Wagner group is going to build a military base in Belarus, and they're very concerned. So I have three articles here. Let's start with the first one from Daily Beast, which says that Prigozhin has already started work on brand new threat. And this is from June 26, 2023, and it's 3:59 p.m. Pretty, how should I put it, new, recent. Field camps were under construction in Belarus on Monday for Wagner mercenaries fighting under Yevgeny Prigozhin, who was just exiled to the country following his attempted mutiny in Russia, according to independent Russian news outlet Verstka. Well, Yevgeny said that he is not yet exiled anywhere, and these guys, if they started doing that, probably they do it for obvious reasons. One, to threaten the Ukrainians. A second one, probably to avoid registering with the Russian military's demands, that the private military companies must be now registered with the Russian military or come under their command or something like this, something that Prigozhin refused or fought. And I'm quoting, we are already working today. Tomorrow, before lunch, the task is to build, end quote, one source told Verska. One relative of a Wagner fighter told the outlet that they were told they would be sent to Belarus. The camps under design are reportedly preparing for 8,000 beds, which will stretch 24,000 square meters, which is 258,334 square feet, and will be about 120 miles from Belarus border with Ukraine. Well, this is what this guy said. So 120 miles from Belarus border with Ukraine. That's a lot of miles. Let's go to this map, and this is the map provided by Sputnik. Here is Kiev right here. And let's go to actually Twitter. This is one of the things I discovered a few days ago, 1 day ago, I think it was. And I say, well, they moved from here, from the front, and they're going to go over here. Well, here, where this arrow ends, is not 120 miles, that's for sure. This is probably where they show it here is right at the border, and maybe 120 miles, not even 120 miles from Kiev, but that's right here. This is not 120 miles. This is more than it's. Let me see. I kind of know the distances here between in this thing. So let's say this 100 could be 120. Maybe 120 kilometers from Kiev, but not from the border, because they would be here somewhere, and it's along the border. So this is this little picture, and this is where they think it will be right here. I don't think, because if I look at Romania, from this place here that you don't see until this place, it's about 100 kilometers straight line. It's about 140 kilometers on a highway. So let's say 100 kilometers straight line. So that would be about 60 miles. So let's say from here to here would be, I would say 100 miles, a little bit longer. Maybe from Brasov to Piatra Neamț, 120 miles, I would say straight line, kind of. So this should be the distance. Now compare that. Can't do it because these are weasels. Compare this distance, try to keep it in mind, versus here. If they would have it right here, the camp, that would be about 120 miles from Kiev, but not the border. If that means if there would be 120 miles from border, probably will be around here, this line here, 120 miles. These are approximate, obviously, measures. But the point is if the Wagner group moved to Ukraine, then what are the Ukrainians going to do? They will probably get some troops from their offensive and move it over there to be ready in case Wagner does something stupid. So that means we're going to ease the pressure on the Russians in the offensive. Or, I don't know, take a chance. We're going to find out. Putin said in one of his speeches, he was asked at St. Petersburg Economic Forum a few days ago, and he was asked about what's going on, what is he going to do, and he said something that Russia was fooled by the West, and the Ukrainians pulled out of the negotiation that occurred in Istanbul, and tra-la-la. And then he said that actually I don't think it was that, it was with the African leaders when he showed that paper and said, here is a signed paper of the Ukrainian delegation in Istanbul agreeing to this and agreeing to that, and all of a sudden they pulled out of all that. And he said they fooled us in taking our military away from Kiev. Supposedly that was the understanding. We take our military out of Kiev, and then you sign this, which they did, and then blah, blah, blah. But they made us take the military back, and then, no, I don't know if that's true. The fact is the Russians pulled back. I remember they were not pushed back. They pulled back. So if these guys right now rewrite the history, I remember clearly they went over there, stayed over there. They didn't try to invade or attack or destroy Kiev, stayed over there. Very easily they got to Kiev, and all of a sudden they pulled back. And I was like, what's going on here? And people here, yes, remember the ghost of Kiev killing all the Russians inside? Okay. Anyway, so now he says what? Do we need, Putin asked rhetorically, now what? Do we need to go back to Kiev again? Like for him it was not a big deal. Well, I don't know if it's a big deal or not. I don't think he still has the force to go over there right now unless he transfers some Wagnerites. Maybe that's one way to keep these guys on their toes. We'll find out. As I said, I have Daily Beast saying about that change of plan, the building of the military base for the Wagnerites. Then we have that one on Twitter, and possibly Putin's statement. But I don't think they move so fast. Okay, we do it now, and then the next day is going to be over there. I mean, it's not that hard to notice 8,000 Wagnerites moving over there in a column. All right? We'll find out. Definitely will make the Ukrainians keep their forces broken in two, in north and in where the war occurs right now. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Thank you for being with me again today.